Okay, so here's my head. I'm going to show you how to take these valves out. Now, these are kind of an older style conventional valve. A lot of the newer 4-strokes won't look like this. I do have this valve spring compressor that I believe I just got from the auto parts store. It's not specific to bikes or anything like that. It works okay. I think there are better tools out there, but this is what I have. So basically what you want to do here is I have these 4 valves, and I can't do it with my finger, but you push them down here under the loaded spring, and they pop out. So what you have to do to get them out of here is there's these little keepers in here, and this is dirty. I'm still cleaning this. This is baking soda from my soda blaster that I was using earlier. Basically, you're going to use this compressor to compress those springs, and then these keepers will get loose in here. You get the keepers out, and the spring comes off, and then the valve comes out. The other thing you want to make sure that you do whenever you're doing this is that you take these out one at a time and label exactly which place they came out of. You don't want to mix these up. When they wear in a specific spot, and if you swap them, a lot of times you're asking for leaks and that kind of stuff. So it's a good idea to keep them all the same. I'm going to loosen up the tool here. And since these are angled, I got a short side and a long side. I'm going to put the short side closer to me, angled over here. Try to get as much of the spring as you can. And get the little hooks on there. And basically you're just going to tighten up this spring so it comes apart. So I find that a little pick like this, you can get that out. Looks like it's still a little tight. Tighten it up a little more. It came apart. That'll happen. It's kind of a pain in the server. Like I said, this tool is a little bit finicky to use. So anyway, I've got this spring kind of compressed here. And I push this down, and you got to get these little keepers out of here. Obviously, don't want to lose those. They kind of come in 2 halves. I push them around here. Sometimes they'll stick a little bit. All right. So there's the other one. Like that. So then you can take the tension off. So now you can see all the different parts that go into this. So there is a top cap here, and in this particular model there's actually 2 springs. There's one inside of the other. A top cap here, and then now the valve will actually slide out the bottom. So you can see the valve sits in there, and then these little keepers kind of go into this groove and keep the spring from coming off while it's running, and that's how you take them off. And then the other thing I want to talk about with valves is sometimes if you're burning oil, sometimes it's not your rings, sometimes it's your valve guides, and that's this part here where this metal piece holds the valve in there. Now these can wear out too, but these have to be pressed in at a machine shop or something, unless you have the tools to do it yourself, which I don't. But that can be an issue. If those are worn, then you're going to get oil past these valves and into the combustion chamber, and then you're going to get oil, burning oil and those kinds of problems. The other thing is these are called valve stem seals. These are little gaskets. This is actually spring loaded right here to keep the oil from going down this valve shaft. And sometimes these can be old, blown, cracked, wore out, hard, any of the above. They're just a rubber piece. And so you can change these out sometimes and get it to quit burning oil if it's your valve stem seals without changing the guides. Anyway, there's just some quick tips and thoughts on the valve train. I'm going to take this all the way apart, and I'm going to finish cleaning this head and hopefully have a video on getting this thing all cleaned up nice when I'm all done. Alright, there it is, all stripped down to just the frame. Took the steering head off of there, engine out, foot pegs off, grommets out. This is ready to be stripped down paint-wise, and this time I was gonna try to touch it up, but I think by the time I get it touched up, I may as well just do the whole thing. I have not decided if I'm going to powder coat this or not yet. I don't have my own oven. I could go send it out and get it powder coated, which is probably a lot higher quality, but we'll see. I haven't decided yet. But either way, I need to clean it up and take this paint off of it, so that's what I'm going to do.